Hello! How's it going? Why am I filling with my ring there? Sorry, there's a delay, so I can see the thing, but there's a delay. Okay, anyway, so this morning we are going to have a look at how to do a pistol squat. What is a pistol squat? A pistol squat is a squat that you do just on one leg, okay? That's pretty much it. It's a one-legged squat. So we're going to have a look at those things that we need to do to be able to get a pistol squat, the common mistakes that we see, and yeah, a couple of regressions and progressions for them as well. So just to start, if you are going to try this, if you are going to give this a go as well, this video is going to be quite short. I would have thought it's not going to be like yesterday, where it was like nearly 40 minutes. Not like it was yesterday. Quite long. So a lot of this is going to be teaching you similar sort of things to what I did yesterday. So I'm not going to go through how to do the mobility stuff and hip mobility, ankle mobility. I'm just going to mention those because I literally did that in the video yesterday. So I won't repeat myself for your sake as well as mine. So what we're going to do to start, okay, is do 10 bodyweight squats. So just nice and down. If you are going to give this a go, warm my legs a little bit. Where's my head gone? There it is. Where's my head gone? There it is. 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. I'm going to come into my deep squat. Open my hips a little bit. Press my knee over toe. Kick my back a little bit. Okay, so what is a pistol squat? That'll do for me. I've already been moving around a little bit. So, what is a pistol squat? A pistol squat is leg in front, down on my leg, and then back up. Simples! What mistakes do we see when we do the pistol squat? Okay, so first of all, we'll address, I'm going to put this mat behind me, because I'm going to need that in a second. We'll address the obvious one that comes first, which is this one. We'll do this, and they fall over. So why does that happen? So first of all, when we look at this, is that we have our leg in front of us. Unlike, so when we do a normal squat, okay, we have some degree of our weight that goes nice and even over our foot, okay? The second we bring our leg out in front of us, we now have more weight in front of us. If our ankle mobility is not on point, we end up tipping back, okay? Because we can't keep our weight over our ankle without coming onto our toes. So it's really, really important with a pistol squat to have really good ankle mobility. Without that ankle mobility, we're not going to be able to stay on our feet. We either then end up coming onto our toes, or the knee doesn't go past, and we fall back. So yeah, ankle mobility. So with a pistol squat, look at the first thing, we want to check and make sure it's good, is our ankle mobility. If your ankle mobility is poor, then you can have a look at the video from yesterday and see how to improve that. Cool. Ankles, done. So that's a really, really common one that we see, people falling back. The other one is, I should have written some of it down. I thought, no, I'm not going to do a lesson, man. It'll be fine. I'm just going to wing this one. But that's a really, really common one that I see. Out of all the ones that I see, that's a really common one. The other one is bottoming out. It goes the other way, as in, right, I can't say it. Bottoming, no. Losing all the tension. So, we mentioned this yesterday as well about a deep squat, like an active squat. So, having a nice big active squat, and a deep squat, a passive squat. This is another thing that we see with people who do pistol squats as well, is that they bounce at the bottom of the squat. So, at the bottom of the squat, okay, when I come down, instead of staying active, they go all the way down into a passive position. All my leg muscles have now switched off. So now I'm just like stuck here with no tension in my legs. So to get back up, I have to switch those muscles back on. That's hard. Not only that as well, it also puts a lot of strain in the ligaments in your knees, because if you're coming down and you're bottoming out, I can't say it. And you end up coming into that passive position at the bottom of the squat, you're putting a lot of pressure on the ligaments in your knees, because your one leg is out in front of you, and two, it's a lot of weight just on one leg to be fully compressed like that, if that makes sense. So don't bottom out at the bottom, yeah?
That makes, yeah, it kind of makes sense. Another trait that goes with that as well, okay, because all your muscles will switch off, and it makes it much harder to get yourself out of the hole. Okay, so like you see people who get stuck in the hole. That's what they say. So at the bottom, you get stuck in the hole. So yeah, so that's one thing to look out for as well. So don't go all the way down. You want to keep an active squat. So from here I come down. So here I stay nice and active in the quads and back up. Cool. So I stay nice and active. That brings me nicely onto the next bit, and that is the negative, coming down, staying in control and keeping active. So that means I don't fall down into it. So I don't hit a certain point and just go, oh, I just switch off completely. I need to stay nice and active throughout the whole movement. So as I come down, foot out in front, I want to talk more about this in a minute as well. Foot out in front, I stay nice and active the whole way down, okay, because I have full control coming back up. Okay, the knee has to go over the toe, remember. Ooh, I'm doing lots of squats. Legs still hurt from Tuesday. Mental. So the next thing we're going to talk about is stability of the knees, since we're on the knees now as well. So that means our knee, I mentioned just now, has to go over, the knee has to go over the toe. We want our knee, let's see. We want our knee to stay in line with the toe. Okay, so if you can't, so if you find yourself coming down, okay, and your knees are buckling in like that, etc., can't even get down, you create a kink in this chain. Once there's a kink in the chain, you lose that, your muscles won't be able to work as efficiently as they can, okay, and your leg becomes unstable. And some people power through this and whatnot, and there's just no need at all. So I've said this before, I'll say it again. A pistol squat is not a hard exercise to do, as long as you're stable and as long as you're mobile. It's not hard then. It's like your legs are you've got massive muscles in your legs. To do a pistol squat is not hard as long as you're stable and mobile. So that's the thing. So you don't need to work on strength so much. So like strength is not usually the issue when it comes to the pistol squat. It usually ends up being a mobility and stability issue. So back to the knees anyway. So if we find that our knees buckling, etc., okay, we want to make sure that we do a couple of different things. If it ends up buckling inwards, okay, I highly recommend you get yourself a booty band, okay, and practicing just doing squats with the band on. This is going to help them fire your glutes and adductors on the sides here. So we're doing this. Okay, you're firing all those muscles then. Okay, that don't usually get looking, or tend to switch off a little bit. So you're doing bodyweight squats, either a goblet squat or something like that. Okay, to do this kind of thing. Okay, to help with your knees, as well as having really good controlled reverse lunges. So the knee stays over the toe the whole time. So in line with the toe. So the knee is in line with the toe. It doesn't fall or buckle anywhere. Cool. That's that one more bit. Oh, just remember something. This will prove a point, actually. So I mentioned just now that it's not a strength exercise, it's more of a mobility. You see a lot of people doing weighted pistol squats. Why do they do weighted pistol squats? Okay, so I've mentioned this before that to a couple of people and a couple of clients who struggle with their ankle mobility, and I don't give them squats to do. If I give them squats to do, I end up giving them goblet squats, where you hold a weight out in front of you. This then acts as a counterweight and stops you from falling back and allows you to go deeper into that squat. That's why people use a weight. It becomes your counterweight. You hold a weight out in front of you. So this is what I mean by it's not a strength exercise, and that's the issue isn't strength. It is still a strength exercise, if you can't, it's still going to be hard in that sense, but strength doesn't tend to be the issue because people are holding more weight and then doing them finding it easier. But that's because then they don't have to bring their knee. You see my knee doesn't go over my toe? All right, so if I hold it closer, it goes over, put it away, knee goes back. So yeah, with the weight. Cool. So that's that. With the knees. Oh, see, stumbled then. No, I've forgotten. Where else was it? Oh, I remember. So you'll notice that my leg, obviously your leg is out in front of you. A lot of people won't have this hamstring mobility. So as in, if you can't pick your leg up in front of you enough, like if I go down my legs here, I'm struggling to pick it up, I'm going to be like this, you know, trying to pick it up. So having flexibility in your hamstrings is going to be quite important for it as well. You can also you can make this easier by stepping up on something. So I haven't got a step. So if I have a step here, for example, you know, legs are in front, not the most stable of steps, but you can see then that I don't have to lift my leg up so high. Does that make sense? So that will also make it easier if you struggle with your hamstring flexibility, and also being struggle with your hamstring flexibility or you tighten the hamstrings. That's also another thing that will stop you from doing a pistol squat and end up tipping back. So progressions that you can do for it and regressions. So I was talking about the counterweight. The counterweight, if you have ankle mobility, might make it easier. You can also do negatives then as well, like onto a chair or a seat. So again, just have a leg out in front of you. Again, always nice to, if you have a leg in the air, like nice pointy toes, nice straight leg, tension in the quads. As I come down nice and slow, and then just like a seated squat like you would do onto a chair. So, or a box, like a box squat. And you do the same the other side, down as low as I can go once you feel that tension, and sit down, etc. Another one you can do, which is horrible, okay, is coming down, through the negative, then without it, all the way down, with the foot back, and stand up. Same the other side. If you have this ability, you find this really hard and really, really good, nice and slow, foot comes back, and back up. Good. You'll also notice if I do this front on as well, that the foot is going to remain pretty much in the middle of my body. Okay, so don't expect it to stay out to the side when you do a pistol squat. Okay, so don't end up trying to do this. The foot will come in the middle of the body. That's absolutely fine, as long as the knee is tracking the toes. Okay, you see then my foot comes to the middle of my body and back up. Nice. So yeah, pistol squats. I've rambled on quite a bit there, but I've covered most of the common things that's sort of easy to miss and mistake, I suppose. Yeah, a couple of regressions. You can also hold on to something as well. So I have a ring here. I can't really pull on this because it's going to fall. The ring's not great. Maybe. So if you want to come under the ring or under the strap, whatever it is you're going to hold on to, the TRX, whatever it might be, as much as you can. Okay, and then you literally pull yourself back up. So I have a nice straight leg. I use my arm to pull myself back up as much as need be. That's probably one of the most beneficial progressions or regressions that you can do with a pistol squat. So yeah, so I hope that, so you've got the step up, there's a lateral step up. Okay, there'll be step up from the side like a pistol squat then. Ankle mobility for falling back, using a counterweight, okay, to assist you if need be. Making sure your knees are over toes, okay, and then doing banded work and assisted work in that sense then to sort of help counteract that and fix that problem. But yeah, pistol squat. I'm gonna stop saying pistol squat. Pistol squat. Say that again. Pistol squat. The problems don't tend to be strength. It's mobility in the ankles, stability in the knees, and flexibility in the hamstrings. Those tend to be the issues. If you're struggling with any of those, then there's a couple of progressions and regressions you can do then. And in the previous video, you'll know how to fix those problems as well. So yeah. Sweet! Guys, thank you very much. I told you this would be quick. I can't really think of much more. Like, I've just sort of rambled on a little bit and sort of cracked on. Yeah. Thank you very much indeed. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you got something out of it and learned a thing or two. Even if you're not going to try it, that's absolutely fine. I hope you could watch and, yeah, get something out of it anyway, at least. Guys, thank you! It's definitely close to the weekend. This week's flying by. I'll see you in a bit, guys. Bye.